Good morning, Linda Maguire here. I wrote a narrative yesterday that I submitted to UPI with my advisor Gary Krebs on a woman that I met early on in my work with Alzheimer's patients. We've talked about the programs. I go into these units, there are people going in all different directions, aggressive, verbal outbursts, confusion, wandering, banging, trying to get outdoors, and the caregivers are very stressed and trying to just manage them. It's kind of chaotic. I come in with the piano, right? And they all turn and pivot to see where the sound is coming. They just decompress immediately. So sustained, organized sound talks to them at a deeper paleo level. And there's lots of interesting ways to look at that. And there's some quotes I found this morning from some patients that I'm going to share with you. So yesterday I was writing about this woman who I did come into a unit, and there was a woman in the corner saying, 4, 4, 4. She was sitting in a wheelchair. 4, 4. That's all she was doing is 4, and she was jerking her arm over her head. Now, I didn't really even notice her at first because everybody was doing stuff like that, but she didn't stop. Everyone else stopped, sat down, listened attentively, and then afterwards they talked to me. And they say things like that, like music. It has opened up so many pictures. It has comfort and power, and you feel it. And feel you have some control over it. This is dementia patients after a 1-hour program of music they've never heard before, telling me how it makes them feel. It felt like I was supposed to be here. Felt like I was supposed to be there listening to it. Whoa, what is that? That's physiology. That's sustained, organized vibrations and sound that make you feel okay in the moment. Makes you feel like you're supposed to be there. And someone named Peggy said, we do the best we can. So this day I had started my program. I did my octaves. They all came. The nurses knew immediately. Caregivers said, oh, wow, music. I get to take a coffee break because there are going to be no problems during the music. That's how powerful it is. I played the Mozart. Just a few measures of it. And then I play it loudly for them, like this. That's how I play it for them, and they're like, they seem to understand Mozart better than I do, and Mozart's like one of my best friends. So what's going on here? And by this time, they're ready to sit and listen. And so they heard the octave, right? That tells them there's a piano in the room and someone's here to play it. I don't just, I don't apologize. C is the universal key. We'll get back to that. C is the universal key. When things are in D, the universal key of D stops epilepsy, even in comatose patients. It stops epilepsy in children, in adults, and even in comatose patients. Mozart's. We'll do another, it's pretty simple. D. If it were in C, I don't think it will work. So this is important. So let's keep going with that. So the key is really important. it's prescriptive as far as to the degree that it can hijack your senses and your brain. So when I come into patients for the first time, I just give them C, because C. I've heard that before. Whoa, what's in C today? This is what the music therapists come in, and they often play things in C in the major keys. Most songs are in C. It's an easy, all white keys. Right? But classical music uses all these different other keys that get bright and change the frequencies are different. So I play that, and then they're all getting ready to seat, and I just roll right into this. And I have a whole video on what I play in this first program. Well, there was the woman who was yelling 4 in the corner. She had not responded. She was in such an aggravated state. Oh gosh, it's hard for me to do it, because when I explain it, it's like, ugh. My brain is like going, ugh. This is Alzheimer's. In fact, when you hear her do it, she was just saying the same word, 4, 4, 4, 4, a lot stronger than that in her wheelchair. She was desperate. She was afraid. But it felt like she was doing 4, 4, 4. Felt like it was getting, it's getting more and more offensive. This is what caregivers deal with. So I guess I'd gone through this first piece, and I was seeing that, and then this piece, really nice slow piece, and she still didn't stop. That usually just settles. Heart, dun, 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 heart, beat, heart, da, ta, ta, ta. Like a little lullaby, right? Ta, 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 ta. They love that. Da, 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 da. They can follow that. But she didn't stop, right? And so I had gone, this is the next piece. Now this piece I thought I would get her with, because it's da, 4, 4, da ba da ba ba, 4. It's nice and steady beat. It can pair with her But first of all, she wasn't going that slowly. She's doing 4, 4, 4, 4, like that. So I quickly realized that this wasn't going to work. And I'm like, okay, bring her over here, please. Can you bring her over here? And I think I played this one again. It just didn't work. And I tried it with this next piece. 4, 4, 4, 4. That didn't work either. Why didn't it work? First of all, it's in a different key. It's in a lower key than C, so, it's not gonna hijack her like a higher key does. Right? That's one thing. It's unfamiliar, I believe. It was an unfamiliar piece. So what I ended up with, and this is why it works and how it works. And I had to play this a couple of times. I have my book. It wasn't this one. It was one of these books that I use. These early classical... My little dog's sniffing the camera. I hope it doesn't go over. Oops. Harvey, do you want to be on the film? Come here. I'll put you on the film. Come on, you can be a movie star. Harvey, come on. No, he wants to run the camera. I need a cameraman. All right. So what I found, hey, darling, come here. Say hi to people. Come on. We are one big happy doggy family around here. This is Harvey. He's my little Lhasa Apso, little therapy dog. When I hold him, his physiology is so sweet. He's just 6 months old. He's a sweet little puppy. Harvey's a Lhasa Apso. Do we digress? Yeah, we make time to digress. I'll tell you about this. It's coming. In fact, I might make another little film when I get right to the heart of it here. So this is Harvey. His dad won the Westminster and the AKA Lhasa champion last year. His grandmother's a champion. And he's my 4th Lhasa Apso, and he is a champion. His mother's heritage champion lineage too. his bones are like, are you kidding? And when he walks, it's like, oh, Westminster Dog Show. I might show him or make him a therapy dog. Lhasas were bred for hundreds of years by the Tibetan monks. They're holy dogs. They keep the monks company and they guard the castle inside. So they're really low. You're gonna growl? You're just gonna kiss me. So this is Harvey. Say hi, Harvey. Harvey's my baby. Okay, we have really digressed here, but you know what? It's worth it. And that's making moments. I got a couple of parakeets this week too, because older people love parakeets. Hello. Isn't he handsome? Yeah, this boy has a beautiful face. Look at them lips. Look at those lips. All right, we digress, but it's worth it for Harvey. And he wants to be my cameraman. Yeah, I'll bet, huh? He says, I'll be our tripod man. I'll knock it over. They're the softest. They don't shed either. Shed. They do the other SH thing all the time. I'm reading I'm reading Jolene Bracky's book on creating moments. Let me show you this book. Okay. Creating moments of joy. If you haven't read this, get it. She's awesome. I saw her in a conference a few weeks ago, and she's amazing. And she talks about creating moments of joy. So if a puppy walks by and somebody wants to forget the Alzheimer's music solution for a second, we take time. And this is part of our physiology and our sensory networks that make us healthy in aging, okay? Say good boy, Harvey. Go say goodbye. I got a very busy day, and here I am hugging you. I got Scott coming over to give you a... And now that we're here, wait a minute before we go. Come here, Snoopy. Oh, boy. Therapy contestant number 2. This is Snoopy. He's a Shih Tzu. Got him from the shelter. 11 years old. He's a wonderful diva dog. He's a wonderful little dog. We're bringing his hair back. All right, thanks for listening. How we divert. I'm going to start up with the follow-up with this. So thank you for bearing with me.